Hi, do you like scary stories? I do. My name is Emily, and I work for the Newfoundland and Labrador Public Libraries, and I'm here to recommend some horror novels to help get you in the mood for Halloween. Let's start. The first book that I would like to talk about is Mexican Gothic by Silvia Morena Garcia. It's Gothic horror, 1950s Mexico, has an isolated mansion in the countryside, and dark family secrets. It's very popular right now, and you can find it in our e-library. The second book that I'd like to talk about is A Head Full of Ghosts by Paul Tremblay. It's a tale of psychological horror, how memory and reality can blur and differ, and the very nature of evil. Another book that's really popular right now is The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones, a book about revenge, cultural identity, and it blends horror with social commentary in a way that feels very modern, but still can be quite scary. My next book is Final Girls by Riley Sager, about the only survivor of a horror movie-style massacre who's attempting to move on with her life until the media dubs her one of the final girls, a group of 3 women who are all sole survivors. What happens when one of them turns up dead? You can read it and find out. If you're into more atmospheric kind of horror and less of an actual terror feeling, then might I recommend Every Heart a Doorway by Seanan McGuire, about a group of children who stumbled into magical lands and came back changed. What happens when there's no place for them in our world, just as there wasn't in another? A book that I actually find really scary but enjoy quite a lot is The Shining Girls by Lauren Bukes, about a serial killer who kills women who are just shining with potential. He's driven to extinguish their light. And what happens when one of them doesn't actually die and she starts hunting him instead? You can read it and find out. If, like me, you don't necessarily like being spooked but enjoy the atmosphere of a horror novel, might I recommend Anne Rice's Vampire Chronicles, all of which are on our e-library. And the final book that I'd like to talk to you about, which is actually a series of 3, is The Aberson Chronicles by Garth Nix, which can be labeled as YA in some places, but is just enjoyable as an adult, and is about a girl who's the only person who can keep the living safe from the dead. You can find all of these books and more in our spooky book collections in our e-library at elibrary.overdrive.com, or you can check out our website at nlpl.ca. Thank you.